Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on July 31, 2023. Haiti, U.S. nurse and child kidnapped, says charity. How Wagner is providing cover for Putin in crisis-hit Niger. Sky News, what role does Russia's Wagner group play in Africa? DW News Africa. DW News, role of Wagner mercenaries in African conflicts. CNN, Prigozhin Bigfoots Putin with splashy appearance in St. Petersburg, compliments for Niger coup leader. Fortune, how Prigozhin tried to steal Putin's Africa summit. Ukraine war latest, failing Ukraine desperately throwing troops at enemy lines, Moscow says. Wagner boss hints at group's future in voice messages. Sky News, Ukraine to start talks with US on security guarantees. Reuters UK, Ukraine to start talks with US on security guarantees, senior official. CNA, NATO membership, security pledge on agenda in US-Ukraine talks this week. India Today, Ukraine to begin talks with US on security guarantees this week. Sailing coaches help rescue more than 130 people stranded by Greece wildfires. The Guardian, Mediterranean wildfires, sailing coaches in Greece join rescue operation. BBC, sailing coaches rescue 130 people stranded amid wildfire in Greece. Sligo, Yusuf Palani admits murders of 2 men. BBC, man admits murdering 2 men and harming third in Sligo. RTE.ie, Sligo murders, Yusuf Palani pleads guilty to killing 2 men and assaulting a third. Independent.ie, man, 23, pleads guilty to Sligo murders and causing serious harm to third victim. The Irish Times, man pleads guilty to murder of 2 Sligo men. Spanish beaches closed after abnormal levels of bacteria detected in water. Georgia DA says Trump 2020 case ready to go as Mar-a-Lago aide goes to court, live. The Independent, watch, Trump calls Biden a dumb son of a b. The Spectator, Trump calls on Republican Party to rally around him amid legal perils. The National, Trump returns to impeachment by saying Ukraine aid should be linked to Biden probes. Australia says no chance of 4 soldiers surviving crash as it grounds MH-90 helicopter fleet. The Independent, Australia Army helicopter crash, no hope of survivors, Minister says. BBC, no chance crew survived Australian helicopter crash, ITV News. ITV News, 4 crew members on Australian Army helicopter that crashed off coast didn't survive, officials say. Afghanistan, Taliban burn, immoral, musical instruments. BBC, instruments thrown on fire as Taliban declares music immoral in Afghanistan. Sky News, Taliban set fire to dozens of musical instruments they claim will cause destruction of society. The Independent, Taliban create bonfire of immoral music equipment. France 24 English, Afghanistan, Taliban burn musical instruments. Wagner pauses fighter recruitment and focuses on Africa and Belarus, Prigozhin. BBC, Russia's Wagner likely to need new recruits in future, says Prigozhin. Al Jazeera English, Wagner Group stops recruiting, continues activities in Africa, Belarus, Prigozhin says. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Wagner's recruitment restart in limbo, Prigozhin says. The Moscow Times, Russia, Wagner chief says the group not recruiting now, but may do so in future. Riad Salameh, Lebanon's tainted central bank chief steps down. BBC, now a wanted man, Lebanon's central bank head steps down. Al Jazeera English, Lebanon's central bank's first deputy takes over as interim governor. Financial Times, Lebanon's central bank governor leaves his post with legacy in tatters. Middle East Eye, Lebanon's central bank governor ends 30-year tenure under investigation during dire economic crisis. Women's World Cup live, latest results as Australia face Canada and Ireland play Nigeria for place in LAST 16. The Independent, Canada 0-4 Australia, co-hosts keep Women's World Cup dream alive as Olympic champions go out. BBC, Canada women vs Australia women, live stream, TV channel, kickoff time and where to watch. Goal.com, Canada 0-4 Australia, Women's World Cup 2023 Group B, as it happened. The Guardian, Canada vs Australia, watch FIFA 2023 Women's World Cup live, plus score, commentary and updates from Group B games, live. Mysterious object found on Australian beach is identified. Sky News, mystery object that washed up on Australian beach is identified. The Independent, space junk, India says object found in Australia is theirs. BBC, mysterious object found on Australian beach fell from space, officials say. ITV News. ITV News, mystery device on Australian beach identified as debris from Indian rocket. Niger coup, ousted President Mohamed Bazoum meets Chad's leader. BBC, first image of Niger's ousted president appears online. The Guardian, ECOWAS, looking to draw a line, after series of coups in West Africa. France 24 English. France 24 English, Niger, trouble in the neighborhood, by Dekuku Peterside. Premium Times, Niger coup, West African leaders threaten military intervention. Chinese zoo denies its sun bears are humans dressed in costumes. The Guardian, bear or costume? Zoo goers left baffled by Malayan sun bear. The Telegraph, Chinese zoo denies bear is a human in costume. The Times, Chinese zoo denies its bears are humans in costume. Sky News, Chinese zoo denies sun bear is human in a bear suit. ITV News. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.